Hello, everybody, and welcome to the X Factor with the Crypto Hipster. This is episode number 43, season 3, episode 3. Welcome. It is the morning of June 9, 2023, and it has been an eventful week in crypto, blockchain. And yeah, this is going to be an amazing show. It's going to be outstanding. I had a request back from somebody who listens to my show weekly to sing more Gap Band songs, and they have a song called "Outstanding," and we're going to sing "Outstanding," and also another song's coming up later in the show, and we'll see how I do with the singing. I might have a new career path. We'll see what's going on, man. Come on now, yeah. Let's talk about Bitcoin first, because this is a crypto hipster show, and Bitcoin is crypto, and we talk about crypto. The U.S. Bitcoin supply fell over 10% in the past year, according to Glassnode. Bitcoin is increasingly active in Asia as U.S. supply share has dwindled over the past 2 years. Bitcoin abandoned the United States during the 2022 bear market, new research suggests. In a tweet on June 8, on-chain analytics firm Glassnode. And I have had a subscription with Glassnode because I find their analytics to be amazing compared to the other leading brand, who we don't name. But Glassnode is an amazing company, and they revealed some surprising conclusions about who is now using Bitcoin. Bitcoin supply has moved to Asia. The past year has seen some seismic shifts where Bitcoin is held and traded. Glassnode measured its migration around the world, Bitcoin's migration notably away from the U.S. and toward Asia. Since mid-2022, the amount of the supply held and traded by U.S. entities has decreased by more than 10%. At the same time, Europe's share has stayed roughly equal, translating to a redistribution of wealth from west to east. They say a clear divergence is visible in the year-over-year BTC supply change based on geographical regions. The extreme dominance of U.S. entities in 2020 and 2021 has clearly reversed, with the U.S. supply dominance falling by 11% since mid-2022. The European market's flat, and Asia has increased dramatically. The metric used to measure the phenomenon, year-over-year supply change, is a probabilistic tool that makes assumptions over BTC supply ownership based on the time of movement. Geolocation of Bitcoin supply is probabilistic, they say, and they said U.S. and Coinbase CEO says that the U.S. must seize crypto opportunities. At the same time, what do you think about that study? I think it's pretty reliable. Glassnode has been pretty reliable and great research. And another piece of research, before we get into the US, this is also global. Google searches for crypto fall to 2020 levels as Bitcoin sentiment is neutral. So the Bitcoin sentiment is neutral for people who are researching on crypto. But Google searches actually decreased. With a score of 17 out of 100, online interest in crypto has taken a big hit from its high levels 2 years ago in May 2021. A 2-month-long full lull in cryptocurrency optimism has seen some online search interest stumble to 2020 levels, according to data from Google Trends. The term crypto currently has a score of just 17 out of 100. It's pretty bad. It's kind of like, failing an exam and not knowing anything, just getting like your guesses right. However, search interests has been in decline for a year. About a month after Terra Luna's collapse, a small spike in interest came in November when FTX collapsed, and that was the cause of that. The fall in interest comes as Bitcoin has held steady around $28,000 for 10 weeks now. Price action that Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz, he's the guy with the bad Luna tattoo, by the way. They're really awful. I hope he got it removed, but we'll see. I haven't seen his shoulder since. has recently described lackadaisical and calls a lack of institutional excitement right now. Yeah. Guy Turner, known as the Coin Bureau guy, suggested in June 4th Twitter post that the fall in interest also coincides with lower trading volumes on exchanges, which he claims to have reached a 32-month low last month. People who are, how's that going to go? Both those trends are not positive. So let me know your thoughts on what you think. And a big reason for why, is a rogue agency. And speaking of rogue agencies, like rogue government agencies with leadership who aren't really leaders, who are appointed bureaucrats who don't really know too much. Let's talk about one of those entities. It's called the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. The SEC this week has cracked down on Binance and Coinbase, and because of that, there's been a surge in DeFi trading volumes. Actually, so they're going after Binance and they're going after Coinbase, and because they're going after those centralized exchanges, DeFi trading volumes, decentralized finance trading volumes, have spiked 4x, 444% this week. Daily trading volumes on decentralized exchanges have surged by nearly 800 million over the past 2 days. What are those DeFi exchanges? The median trading volume across the top 3 DeFi exchanges jumped by 444%, according to aggregated data from CoinGecko. These include trading volumes on Uniswap v3, Uniswap on Ethereum, Uniswap v3 on Arbitrum, and PancakeSwap on Binance Smart Chain, which account for 53% of the total decentralized exchange trading volume. And why is that? Trading volume on Curve, a DEX that allows for the trading of stable coins, also spiked. They spiked by 328%. And the majority on Curve is dollar peg stablecoins. Crypto investors last month during April and June rushed to buy Pepe and Turbo and Mong and all these other, Gensler coin. And we're going to talk more about Gensler, much more about Gensler later on. I've been trying not to. My shows, trying to give you a full global news, but the guy just can't seem to stay out of the news. So anyway, as DEX volumes surged, net outflows, the difference between value of assets entering and exiting on Binance reached a staggering 778 million, because they said they're going to freeze assets in the US, so people got money out. The net outflows are much lower than the exchange's total reserve. Binance maintained a stablecoin balance of more than $8 billion during this time, so have $8 billion. So, So, what do you think of the future of decentralized exchanges? And let me know your thoughts on how that's going to go. And let's talk about SEC lawsuits. Okay, don't worry, it's okay. I only have 4 articles here for the U.S., so they all focus on the SEC. So if you want to fast forward, now's a good time to fast forward. If you want to listen to what I have to say, listen to what I have to say. SEC lawsuits. 67 cryptocurrencies are now seen as securities by the SEC. So earlier this week, the SEC deemed certain cryptos to be securities. They deemed Algorand. They deemed, Axie Infinity. They deemed Sandbox, Decentraland, Polygon Matic to be securities. They assessed them, right? No, they didn't assess. They accused. There's a difference between assessing and accusing. Okay, but let's go. Okay, the total number of cryptocurrencies in the U.S. securities regulator has accused to be a security has now, because then again, the guy says he didn't own any crypto when he took the position, but he taught about it. So is he an expert or not? Don't think so. I think his friend over at FTX donated to the Biden campaign, so he got appointed a position he wasn't qualified to be in, but that's just me. Has now reached an estimated 67 currencies that have been accused. So the 67 currencies accused has increased and been on various litigation undertaken by the SEC. Its recent case against Binance, the SEC introduced 10 crypto to their list, including BNB, Binance Dollar, Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Cosmos, Sandbox, Decentraland, Axie Infinity, and Cody. Okay, and with Coinbase, they added 6 more: Chiliz, Flow, Internet Computer, Near, Voyager Token, and Nexo. Okay, and other notable cryptocurrencies that they have. The most news talks about XRP and library credits, right? Library, who they try to knock out of the business of being an online content creator platform, right? But the other ones that they deem securities are Omize Go, Dash, Algorand, Naga, Monolith, IHT Real Estate, Power Ledger, Chromatica, DFX Finance, AMP, Rally, Rari, DerivaDAO, XYO, Liechtenstein Crypto Asset Exchange, Kin, Salt, Biaxi, Dragon Chain, Tron, BitTorrent, Terra Luna, Luna, Mirror Protocol, Mongo, Ducat, Locked, Ethereum Max, Hydro, BitConnect, Meta OneCoin, Filecoin, BNB. We just talked about the others earlier. Where else is there? Paragon, Air Token, Flow. Man, is there any rhyme and reason to any of these? Do you have anything whatsoever in common? They're not Bitcoin, is one thing, but tell me, what's your assessment? What's your assessment criteria? What's your underlying assumptions? My name's Gary. No, dude. And then also Mirror Protocol assets, M assets. I wonder what happened to them. Mirrored Apple, mirrored Amazon, mirrored Alibaba, mirrored Alphabet, mirrored Microsoft, mirrored Netflix, Tesla, Twitter, iShares Gold Trust, mirrored Invesco Trust, mirrored iShares Silver. You like to kill markets, don't you? Yep, like to kill markets. Why is that? Who's pulling your strings? It's not you. I don't think you're smart enough to pull strings. Who's pulling your strings? Don't know. Well, okay. Well, how's this end and where's this end? There's like 15,000 or more cryptocurrency tokens. Does it end when you have a complete exhaustive list? What is your criteria for data integrity and data quality and any of that? So is it other or is it, what is it? Is it because you applied to be an advisor for Binance and was rejected and now you got a personal vendetta? Elected officials should not be bringing their personal vendettas into their workspace. So I don't know, man. I'm not accusing you of that. I'm just making a suggestion that elected officials, actually unelected bureaucrats, should not be bringing their personal vendettas into the workspace. Let me know your thoughts on that. Ripple. Let's talk about Ripple. Ripple case more crucial than ever amid Coinbase Binance SEC crackdown, according to lawyers. Whether XRP is ruled as security or not in the Ripple case will certainly have an influence on the cases against Binance USD or Binance US and Coinbase, according to lawyers. The judges presiding over Coinbase and Binance's lawsuits will likely watch the results of the SEC versus Ripple case closely. Ripple has been in a legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission since December 2020, with a regulator alleging that Ripple offered unregistered securities via XRP. This is going to have an impact. James Murphy, known as the Meta Lawman on Twitter, explained in a series of tweets on June 9, this morning, that a favorable outcome for Ripple could undermine the entire basis for the SEC's case against both Coinbase and Binance. Wait to see how that's going to go. If you've been following this case recently or lately or over the past 2 years, how do you think that's going to impact it. And let's talk about accusations. Let's talk about statistics, because I like statistics. Before I joined crypto in 2017, I used to build databases, and I used to work with data quality, data integrity, data governance, all that stuff. And it's very important to get data right. Gary Gensler says the crypto markets is like the 1920s stock markets, full of fraudsters. Gensler, when probed by Congress, in a June 8th speech at Piper Sandler Global Exchange and FinTech Conference, he says he compared the current crypto market to the 1920s US stock market, saying that it is full of hucksters, fraudsters, and Ponzi schemes. Just as Congress cleaned up the stock market by enacting securities laws, the current SEC can also clean up the crypto market by applying these same laws. Okay. In the talk, Gensler praised the Securities Act of 1933 because he had his head stuck in the sand, and Security Exchange Act of 1934 because those laws are fresh and new, not claiming these laws allowed the securities markets to thrive over the next 88 years. They haven't really thrived, man. Come on now. But he argued that the crypto securities markets of today should also benefit from these laws, as they are not less deserving of the protections the laws provide. I don't feel safer at night knowing that you're trying to protect me, in quotations, protect me. And I'm not, and I don't like the fact that the word is most. It's full of fraudsters and hucksters and, all that. So let's look at facts. Like I said, I'm a data guy, right? I love to look at data, And so what better data to look at than CoinDesk? In December, every year, CoinDesk does something unique, all right? They come up with the CoinDesk most influential list. And they came up this past December with the most influential list from 2022. And the number one on the list is CZ, Changpeng CZ Zhao, right? Of Binance. Gary Gensler says it's full of fraudsters and hucksters, okay? And con men, right? I don't see this man as a con man, but he does, okay? So let's take CZ off the plate and say yes. Let's go to number two then, okay? And I don't believe CZ is a con man or a fraudster or a huckster, but let's assuming that Gary Gensler is right here and that he could be. And I hate to give this man the benefit of the doubt on anything, but let's talk about the next 50 people. So the next one is Zach XBT. He has basically sleuthed on-chain fraud and wrongdoing that helped lead French authorities to arrest a crime ring that stole $2.5 million in Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. So is he a fraudster? No, he helped the French authorities. So the answer there is no. Okay. Ryan Wyatt is next on the list. And what did he do? He brokered more high-profile Web3 partnerships in business that were legitimate than anybody else. So the answer is no, not a con man. Okay. Zuku Wilcox, he led the Privacy is Normal campaign. So no, not a fraudster. So number 5, Molly White and the Skeptics. For being more right than wrong in 2022, just making assumptions and making predictions and stuff. Is that person a fraudster? Absolutely not. Let's just keep going down the list, why don't we? Let's talk about 50 people right now and see where we're at. Okay. So 4 out of the top 5 are no. Okay. And number 6, Rishi Sunak. For acquiring the power to make the UK's crypto dreams come true. He was helpful there. No. Balaji Srinivasan for putting network status on the map. He built network status. No. So far, you're wrong, Gary. Yat Siu for investing billions in Web3 gaming. He was helping drive the Web3 gaming space globally. Doesn't sound like a fraudster or huckster to me. Normalo Sithar Raman for taxing and hobbling. Yes, for taxing and hobbling India's crypto trading industry. Yes. Nirmala Sitharaman can be considered a fraudster for hobbling the force behind a 1% tax that crushed Indian crypto trading. Is that a person, a woman? Minister of Finance in TradFi, is it in setting the G20 agenda and the economic powers to regulate it? Did she do more harm than good? Absolutely. So, okay, so where we're at. That person, yes. All right. Number 10, Punk 6529 for championing an open metaverse. No. So out of the top 10, you have one definitely, another one who I would say no. So you got 9 who are no's and 1 is a yes. All right, Jerome Powell, number 11, absolutely a con man. You're right. He's for the government though, so expect to be. All right, Alex Pertevs, number 12, serving jail time for the writing of open source software. We'll throw him into the yes bucket. Mu Changchun for guiding the Chinese CBDC. So that's a no. All right. Brantley Milligan for showing crypto is no refuge from the culture war. No. Milladay's NFT community for being the counterculture to cancel culture. They're against cancel culture. That seems positive to me. Okay. So far we're at 3 out of 15. Okay. Maxine Waters. Oh, and Patrick McHenry. Okay. So now we're at 4 out of 15. All right. Mareed McGinnis for setting a standard for global regulation. That was positive. Ian and Dylan Makalenko for showing how divorced from the truth total value lock can be. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they did. Okay. Because I don't know them, but they are. Total value locked on Solana. Okay. Reached billions of dollars. And they were influential. Okay. They are superstar coders, powerhouse behind Saber. It looks like that they did is positive. They helped the Solana ecosystem. Okay, great. So far, I said we're at 4. Here's another. These people are number 5 out of 19. Heather Razzlekhan, Morgan, and Ilya Dutch Lichtenstein. The true crime. They committed crime. Oh yeah, they committed. This was 5 out of 19. And then Tamara Lich for showing Canadians that private citizens can petition to freeze someone's crypto. Where is she with the government? Okay, 6 out of 20. All right. Number 21, Victor Langos, aka Fewocious. He showed that a 19-year-old can sell NFT art collection for $20 million. It's a no. Bobby Hundreds for taking principal stand for creators and the royalties. It's a no. Kanav Karya for betting on decentralized cross-chain failure in the year of crypto reckoning. Yeah, okay, let's say no. Carol House for advising President Biden on a coordinated federal approach to crypto. No. Hodl absolutely not. He's showing that Craig Wright is not Satoshi. And then Tyler Hobbs for keeping NFTs hot in crypto winter. No. Arthur Hayes, number 27, one of the most respected men in the crypto space. It's a no. Amir Halim, no, for inflating Helium's 5G dreams. Chandler Gao for figuring on behalf of Ethereum miners left behind by the merge. No, he fought on behalf of the Ethereum miners left behind by the merge. He fought on their behalf. It's not a huckster. Keith Grossman for pushing the quintessential legacy brand time into Web3. No. So we're at 5 out of 30. Okay. Martin Glenn. He's doing as best he can on this bankruptcy, so we're going to say no. Cynthia Luminous and Kristen Gillibrand, members of the Congress, doing a great job. One's in Wyoming. They're doing bills for bipartisan, comprehensive bills for crypto. No. Jordan Fish, Kobe. No. Larry Fink, for onboarding green-minded investors. That's a no. Mikhailo Fedorov for raising millions to defend for Ukraine. No, he's not a huckster, not a fraudster. So we got 6 out of 35. Yeah. Fat Man Terra for being the co-standard of the Terra collapse. Okay, so let's say 6. Let's say 6. Chris Dixon for continuing to bankroll the industry during crypto winter. No. Matt Damon is an actor who's epitomizing peak crypto cringe. 7. Matt Damon, an actor, not a database, not an accounting ledger, not a blockchain expert. It's a 7. 4 horsemen of the crypto-pocalypse, crypto collapse. Do Kwon, Alex Mashinsky, Suzu, and Stephen Ehrlich. Since CoinDesk put them into number 39, we're going to say 8. I'm going to say yes, collectively. Nick Carter taking a stand against Bitcoin maximalism. No. So we're 8 out of 40 right now. Because he's a no. Eric Calderon, aka Snowfro. Actually, did I say number 39 was 9? I don't forget. I'll round up to 9. 9's higher than 8. Yeah. So let's say we're at 9, okay? Because I lost count. So let's say we're at 9. Eric Calderon, aka Snowfro, for reimagining generative art. Nope. Vitalik Buterin and Ethereum developers. Nope. Adam Brotman for blending Starbucks loyalty program with Web3. Nope. Pally Bot for knocking Reddit's NFT marketplace out of the park. Nope. Eva Bailin for being the doxed face of a pseudonymous investment project. Nope. Rostin Benham and Gary Gensler. Oh, yeah. Rostin Benham and Gary Gensler. Definitely. Number 10. Now you're 10 out of 46. The scumbags. Sam Bankman-Fried. Yep. 11 out of 47. What? I didn't say Rostin Benham is a scumbag. I just meant half of that, number 46, the Gary Gensler part. So Wiley Aronov, Nicole Muniz, and Greg Solano for building successful community of ape lovers. Nope. So with Sam Bankman-Fried, we're 11 out of 47, and now we're 11 out of 48. Gary Vaynerchuk, nope. And then Bow Tide Bull to round it off, no. So 11 out of 47, 11 out of 50. Do the math, 22%. So Gensler says everybody is a fraudster and a huckster, or almost everybody, which would mean greater than 90%. And the fact is, it's 22%. Math is not strong suit, man. You got to do better in math. And I know that was long-winded. I know that took some time, but hey, somebody had to do it. Somebody had to prove the lies to be wrong, or the misunderstanding, or the miscalculation, or the fact that you don't know math to be wrong. Let's get out of the U.S. because I'm tired of talking about this Gary Gensler stuff, and let's go to Europe. Okay? And if you're still with me, I appreciate that, but somebody had to show facts. Crypto ads face stricter rules, referral bonus banned by the UK FCA. Crypto services in the UK will face stricter regulations, including a cooling off period for first-time investors and a ban on a refer a friend bonus. Oh. In a June 8 announcement, the UK Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, said that advertisers of crypto services in the UK would be subjected to stricter regulations from October 8, 2023. The watchdog has mandated that crypto companies in the UK implement a cooling off period for first-time investors. Additionally, as part of the measures to enhance investor awareness of risks, the FCA has prohibited using a refer a friend bonus by firms in the sector. Sheldon Mills, Executive Director of Consumers and Competition at the FCA, said in a written statement that while the decision to purchase crypto lies with individuals, research indicates that many express regret over impulsive choices. The rules aim to give people sufficient time and appropriate risk warnings to enable an informed decision-making process. Okay. Well, the crypto industry says needs to prepare now for significant change. We are working on additional guidance to help them meet our expectations. And all I got to say is this. You dropped a bomb on me, baby. You dropped a bomb on me. And this one happens to be a stink bomb. So, you can't keep dropping stink bombs on people. It's not appreciated. The European Union watchdog has targets crypto ads on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. On June 8th, the European consumer organization BEUC, an umbrella group of 46 independent consumer organizations from 32 countries, published a report titled Hype or Harm? The Great Media Social Crypto Con. In a 20-page document, the group states that consumers are not fully aware of the risks associated with crypto. The report draws on examples from social media, calling Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok key players in crypto advertising. In the case of Facebook, it notes that crypto advertisements' skirt rules forbid the promotion of non-licensed financial platforms. The announcement stated that these platforms are responsible for allowing misleading advertisements of crypto to multiply through ads and influencers. This is an unfair commercial practice exposing consumers to serious harm, loss of significant amounts of money. The underlying assumption there, man, is faulty. You're saying viewers, automatically assume that these people on TikTok are experts. These people on TikTok, many of them never worked in a job. You got to look at not only like what they're saying, but who is saying what they're saying. Have they ever worked in a job? If they were in the office, would they be able to find the copy machine or the water cooler or even the bathroom or, heaven forbid, the lunchroom? Do they know? Do they know how to hand something in on time? Do they know how to use a cell to add equations in Microsoft Excel? Do they know any of that? Have they ever done it? So then why, if they haven't done it, why are you considering them to be experts? People need to start looking at what's behind and underneath the veil and ask themselves, hey, is this person an expert? Have they ever worked in a job in their life? What makes them an expert? And then once you see that they're clearly not, then you can say, oh, I can't make this investment because this person is not this person calls themselves an influencer, but they are no way influential because they never worked in a job. Common sense needs to take place, but, and not blaming the platforms, because other people like me, who've written 150 books, who hosted hundreds of podcasts, who are experts, the platform is useful for people who are, and I don't have 1 million followers, but I've worked for 20 years, or more. Common sense at some point has to reign supreme and stop placing the blame on the platform and start placing the responsibility in the hands of the people who are watching these people to ask themselves if these people are experts and what makes them such. Because I tell you, 95% are not. But keep listening to my show. Maybe you learn something, hopefully. And that's my goal, to help you learn something as we talk about crypto around the world. Sequoia Capital. We moved to Asia. Sequoia Capital announces a 3-way split to separate the China businesses. Okay. Venture capital firm Sequoia Capital announced an impending split that will see the company break into 3 distinct partnerships serving the U.S., China, and Asian markets separately. The move, announced Tuesday, is intended to decentralize back office functions for the company, citing increased global financial complexity and growing brand confusion, per a post on Twitter. Sequoia said it intends to embrace its local first approach. Okay. They put out a global business update. I'm not going to read it for you. You can find it online. The change will see the U.S. branch remain focused on North America's based endeavors, while a second branch will serve China and the third will handle India and other Asian markets. Sequoia, one of the world's largest VC firms by AUM and total cap, came into prominence in the 1970s. They've been around a while. Over the years, they have had an apparent knack for finding tech darlings, including Google, Cisco, NVIDIA, YouTube, Airbnb, WhatsApp, Stripe, and BitClout. And so let me know your thoughts on how that's going to go, how the split's going to go. Sounds smart to me, but you never know. And hopefully it'll go well. And we move to Hong Kong. Okay. Hong Kong's regulatory lead sets it up to be a major crypto hub. Smart, 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 smart. That's not the Gap Band, by the way. Just me singing about being smart. Hong Kong the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region of the People's Republic of China is a city, yes it is, of over 7 million residents on the eastern Pearl River Delta in South China. The city is known for being pro-innovation and technology, and over the past year has introduced legislation to promote and adopt cryptocurrencies. Hong Kong, serving as a center for investment and trade in the region, is cosmopolitan metropolis with Western and Asian influencers and is a well-established data hub for key businesses. Yep. And while China has maintained a hardline anti-crypto stance, last year, Hong Kong introduced its own crypto legislation, allowing retail investors to invest directly in crypto assets. In 2023, Hong Kong has taken a decidedly pro-crypto stance. As the crypto industry is reeling, Hong Kong is developing an infrastructure and legalities to win going forward. Smart, 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 smart. Let me know your thoughts. How smart is smart? All right. This one, Vitalik Buterin, one of the non-hucksters, the non-fraudsters, one of the amazing founders of Ethereum in the crypto space, and Polygon and Polygon co-founder, not him, Vitalik Buterin and the Polygon co-founder will send $100 million toward COVID-19 research. Okay. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin is working with Crypto Relief Fund and Polygon co-founder Sandeep Nailwal to send $100 million toward COVID-19 research and medical infrastructure development in India. Doesn't sound like a fraudster or a huckster to me. Sounds like a humanitarian. Buterin and Nailwal will receive 90 million in USD coin from Crypto Relief, while Buterin will provide 10 million out of his own pocket, to further the cause. The two will then help distribute the funds. Sounds like a Robin Hood, not the Robin Hood exchange. Robin Hood, the actual character in the story. According to January 2022 Twitter post from Nailwal, Crypto Relief will transfer the funds to Buterin in order for the India-based crypto fund to remain in full compliance with their local laws. The first installment went toward tackling the COVID-19 pandemic in India through emergency humanitarian relief. Crypto Relief describes itself as a community-run fund that has delivered financial relief to India during the COVID-19 pandemic. They are fighting long COVID. That is amazing. That is awesome. That is not a fraudster or a huckster. Congratulations. I hope it goes extremely well. Please find a cause and a cure. Okay. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Now, we're going to go to the Philippines. Okay. The Philippines delays publishing the crypto framework. Okay. So while some things are moving forward, some things are holding behind. Despite a tumultuous year, Philippines financial regulator decided not to rush legal framework in the crypto industry, which was planned for late 2022. Despite the wave of market failures in 2022, the Philippines financial regulator has decided not to rush a legal framework on the crypto industry, initially planned to be published in late 2022. However, work on the guidelines is ongoing and the results could be made public this year. The chairman of the Philippine Securities and Exchange Commission, Emilio Aquino, revealed that previous deadlines for introducing the crypto framework in the country were moved. The regulatory authority was planning to introduce guidelines for the industry, but it held back the initiative to study the reasons behind the collapse of the FTX exchange. Well, Yeah. And ensure investors' protections. However, the framework might still be issued by the end of 2023, he says. Okay. Let me know your thoughts. How's that going to go? Do you think Philippines is going to have their framework in place by the end of the year? Oh, and what was the reason behind the FTX collapse? Yeah. Okay. Pakistan. Pakistan, who launched digital currency in the likeness of Bitcoin. What's this all about? The State Bank of Pakistan has recently revealed its plan to develop its digital currency, reported to be in the likeness of Bitcoin, joining the ranks of countries attempting their own version of CBDC. According to a report, Pakistan intends to introduce its own digital currency with features comparable to Bitcoin as a replacement for physical currency, aligning with the current global trend observed in other countries' pursuit of their own CBDC. According to a report by Daily Pakistan, the introduction of the digital currency in Pakistan will interrupt the use of physical currency, reduce the expenses associated with financial transactions, and change the circulation of capital within society. Okay, recently, the director of Digital Financial Services Group at State Bank of Pakistan, Shaukat Bizinjo, expressed that Pakistan is actively exploring the concept of callable bull bear contracts, CBBCs, as a potential avenue for introducing digital currencies. I got to stop right there because you got the bank, you got the government issuing something they're calling similar to Bitcoin, and they're calling it a CBBC, which is similar to a CBDC. You're missing the point. You're missing the point. Bitcoin was created to, serve as peer-to-peer network for payment for people to get around these bank fees and this government oversight overreach. So, I don't know how it's going to be similar, but let me know your thoughts. How's it going to be similar? Or is it just a marketing stunt? I'm interested to see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt, see how it's going to work, see how it's going to play out. But I am skeptical, and I think everybody should be skeptical. But hey, you got to give these people the benefit of the doubt and see what happens. And then after the fact, we can say, you know what? The critic doesn't count anyway, because we've already talked about that. It's not the critic who counts. So let's see how they do and then see if we want to partake. Australia, major Australian bank decline certain payments to crypto exchanges. Commonwealth Bank, largest bank in Australia, has said it will decline or temporarily hold certain payments to crypto exchanges, citing the risk of scammers. But we've already shown that only 22% or less of people in this space are scammers. The move comes among two global exchanges facing a lawsuit, which is, Binance US and Coinbase. They're just using this as an excuse. The CBA said it would decline or put a 24-hour hold on certain payments to crypto exchanges as part of new measures to help protect consumers from scam risks associated with making certain payments to cryptocurrency exchanges. Okay. Remember, that's a bank doing this. Banks are threatened by Coinbase. Banks threatened by Binance. Banks are threatened by crypto. And banks need to change their ways to keep up with new times, because it is new times. It ain't the age of Fred Flintstone anymore. A CBA spokesperson told Cointelegraph, which is where I'm getting this article, Cointelegraph, it was not providing further information publicly or to consumers on what payment types it would block or hold, citing the risk of scammers. You dropped a bomb on me, and it's a stink bomb. Let's go to the next. Africa. World Mobile eyes African rollout after decentralized wireless field tests. Decentralized wireless network operator World Mobile said this week that it has completed field tests of its DEWI technology in Kenya, Mozambique, and Nigeria, bringing it closer to a full rollout across the African continent. World Mobile, which aims to offer affordable and reliable internet access to rural areas that are traditionally underserved, said the tests in Kenya and Mozambique were carried out using TV white space equipment, employing an unused spectrum in the TV broadcast band to provide mobile network services. In Nigeria, the field test utilized SpaceX's satellite internet system, Starlink. According to the company, both TV white space and Starlink are complementary technologies that enable World Mobile to employ existing infrastructure and spectrum resources to expand its network coverage. Why am I talking about this? Because it doesn't talk about crypto. Let's stop that right there. What do you think? How's it going to go? What's the future of Africa for crypto and blockchain? Let me know your thoughts. And I'm done. I'm done going through the articles for the week. I'm done bringing you the news, but I bring you the news every week. And next week's no different. I'm looking forward to next week. The kids are out of school finally for the summer. There's going to be, at some point, no more smog in the air, warm weather. Everything's coming. And hopefully, what else will come? Some good news, some bull market time. Not between now and next week, but over the summer. So let's go. Thank you for joining me for the X Factor for the Crypto Hipster. This has been episode 43, season 3, episode 3. And I look forward to bringing you this show every single week. Have a blessed week, great weekend. And when you drop a bomb, make sure it's not a stink bomb. Have a great day.